Hi everyone. Before this starts, right? Damn, I'm gonna die. Don't watch this episode if you haven't seen Stranger Things yet. I've done a non-spoiler one, right? But if you've seen it, watch this, and then have a little look. I know it's like 30 minutes long, but you can skip through some of the parts if you want. So I don't mind. But I'd love you to watch this because I'm gonna go crazy. But if you haven't seen it yet, watch my non-spoiler one first, and then watch it, and then go to this one. You've been warned. I don't want anyone to watch this one if you haven't seen Stranger Things yet. So let's get into the video and let's get started. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode. Before we get into this video, I'm just going to say we are going to make, there's going to be videos out there for you between the 29th, which is today, and the 30th and the 31st, with all my Christmas advent calendars. So I don't know when it's going to be coming out on 29th, which is today. I don't know what time, probably 6, but yeah, get bloody ready. But I want to make this video very quickly. I was like, fuck it, I want to make this, I want to do this, so I want to do this, right? Because I just finished watching these episodes and I'm gonna go crazy. So this episode is all about Stranger Things season 5, volume fucking 2, right? Very fucking good. I think it's very good. People are like, oh, I don't really like these episodes, I don't really like that. I get it. But if you think about it, right, the first volume is like getting you into the action, getting you into everything, getting you into like tons of shit, right? Like there was like action, very good dialogue and all, like very good stuff going on and all that within the first volume, right? But in the second volume, it's like you people think that's like, ooh, it's like downgraded, or like it's like not that exciting, not that stuff, I get it. I get people are like that, right? But you have to think about it. They get you into it, and then they get you in a little bit to it, but it's nearly the final, right? And you're like, I don't mind this, but I have to watch it for the final, right? And then the final is gonna go ballistic. I bet the final of fucking chapter 8 of Stranger Things is it called The Right Side Up? It's called The Right Side Up, isn't it? I can't fucking remember, but oh yeah, right? I love Volume 2 as well. Volume 2, great, right? Volume 2, great, right? There's some parts in chapter 5 that I'm like, I'm gonna fucking freak out in a few minutes. Right? And then see chapter 7, I'm gonna be like, I was saying to the screen, I wanna kill those fucking kids, right? I'm gonna fucking kill them, right? You'll see why when it happens, because those little pricks, right? Bavecna and all that is very good. And when you see Will's powers go on, you're gonna go fucking like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And I'm like, fucking great job, Will. And then I was like thinking, if you think about it, if Max was in a coma and all that, and she was like, she came back, right? If she came back, right? Imagine, right, when you're woken up in a coma, right? All these years, right? You don't know what the fuck's going on, and you're like, wait, you have fucking powers now? I'm fucking confused. Don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, like I'm telling you now, right? I bet everyone on Christmas Day, right? Because like St. Stephen's Day for me. So, yeah. And then I'm gonna watch it with my girlfriend today. So, she hasn't seen it yet, so I'm gonna watch it with her. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know what her reaction's gonna be like, but yeah. Yeah, like as you know in the trailer, in the thumbnail and in the title of the minute, there's a little bit of spoilers in this and all that, but there's gonna be spoilers. There's gonna be a few little bit of spoilers, you know. So, yeah, fucking. If you haven't seen it, watch it and then come back to this, because what are you fucking doing here? Go watch the fucking trailer. I mean, watch the trailer actually, and then watch the fucking chapters, because you need to watch the trailers to get you hyped up for the volume 2, and then you're gonna get into the fucking trailer. You know what I'm talking about. But like, I'm just amazed. I am surprised. I am fucking happy. I cried. I fucking got upset. I got upset. Spoilers, by the way. People know that this is a spoiler episode of this one, because, you know, sorry, I'm making one. I'm making a spoiler one instead of a non-spoiler one. I might make two, non-spoiler, spoiler. You know, so the non-spoiler is going to be like a little bit short, but this one's going to be long, because I have a lot to say and I have a lot of shit going on that I want to talk about. So yeah, but when Will fucking came out, well, he didn't really say I'm gay, right? He didn't say that, right? He just said he just doesn't like women. I bet all the women in the fucking place were like, how fucking dare you say that? Right? Well, yeah, but he said like, not like, I don't like women, but I like women, but I don't like women as like in your like you guys, right? And then like when he was confessing and all that, and he says like, there's this guy that I really like and all this, right? I saw a little thing going on. I looked over and I saw Mike Wheeler look over, and I bet he knew a little bit, I bet, that Will liked him, because he looked at him and he was like, okay. And then like, if that was me, and then he started like, I don't really know the signs, because I'm a bad person with knowing signs. I don't know how to fucking got my girlfriend, but I'm bad at knowing like signals and all that. But yeah, I'm like, if someone's like complimenting me or like acting all nice with me, and if a girl's like flirting and all that, I'm just gonna like, basically, I like one time my girlfriend was like saying like she was like messing around with me, like, damn, that's a lot of like ketchup on your roll and all that. Oh my god, I wish I wouldn't be like that though. And but for me, I didn't go like, oh thanks. That's not the time when I was like, I knew that she was into me. I was like, the one thing that I done, I turned around and said, would you let me fucking eat my roll, please? I know that was a little bit mean to do, but I didn't know yet. Right? But then she started flirting with me, and then started telling me, you just need to tell me. Don't fucking try and give me signals, because I'm bad at fucking signals, right? If you just fucking tell me, I'm like, oh yeah, great, right? Don't give me like fucking signals, because if you're gonna give me signals, I'm just gonna tell you to fuck off or something, or that. I don't know, fucking know. So yeah, yeah. But back into the episodes. That was it. That thing with Will was in chapter 7. I started crying. Like, I was like crying. I was like, go on, Will. Fucking tell them. You fucking deserve it. It's been nearly fucking 5 seasons. I nearly fucking told them, but it's okay. I bet some of them knew because the way you reacted, but it's fine. His brother knew, but yeah, like you noticed a little bit. Like, you know, very weird if you didn't, but it's fine. Chapters, that was in chapter 7. I should go from chapter 5 to chapter 7, not chapter 7 from chapter 5. But monumental moments. So yeah. Then I'm going to do chapter 5 as well. In chapter 5, like, all the kids around with Vecna, pretty weird. Weirdo. Hey, I want kid. I don't know why I'm doing a Michael Jackson voice. He's Michael Jackson. But yeah, yeah, all the kids just around and all that, and like the way the kids are like, we trust you, Mr. Watson. And while Delightful Derek, or people would know him as Dipshit Derek, basically is like looking and he's like, I don't like this, and then Holly Wheeler is like, I don't like this as well, right? So yeah, and then we get a good team up with Max and fucking Holly, and they're like trying to escape and all that, but everything goes fucking bad and all that. But in this episode, fucking Will fucking gets in on Vecna and fucking slices, well, not slices, but fucking breaks his leg. But very fucking cool. Very fucking cool for me. I loved it so fucking much. But yeah, very, very fun, like, for me. But all the, like, and then like the monumental moments that are like is basically Jonathan and Nancy as well. I think this is in chapter 6. I don't know. I'll have to like go back. Sorry. It's like when they were in this room and all that, but you don't know. People don't know that they're like not together anymore. They are not together anymore because they broke up. I was like looking at, are they broken up? And then I looked up the Duffer Brothers, and the Duffer Brothers said they broke up in the fucking scene, and I'm like, you bitch. But I get it. It's like so. It's like for them, it's like the relationship. Their relationship is great in it, but in this relationship, sometimes they're like arguing and all that, and they're like they don't know what to do. But like their relationship is fine and all that, but like it's a little bit sad that they're not together anymore and all that. So he was gonna ask her to marry her, but then he was like, will you unmarry me? And then boom, fuck you, right? And I was like, I'm a little bit confused why you said unmarry you and all that. And then they're like, they broke up basically. So yeah. And then, right, Max and Holly, when they were like finding their way out and all that, I was like fucking rooting for them, right? But then when Max started talking to Holly, I was like, oh, this is fine and all that. But then they were talking too much, right? Like they talk too much. I was like, okay, hurry up, fucking get out. Come on, Max, shut up for a minute. Let Holly go her way, and let fucking Max go her way. Max, shut the fuck up. Let Holly go her way, and just you go for fucking Lucas. Go on, fucking do it, because you're talking too much. Max, come on. Holly's just standing there looking at you talk, and then fucking you want to like do a little sad moment or that, right? But no, don't fucking do it. Very fucking annoying, right? But Mrs. Wheeler, Holly's mother, and Mike's mother, and Nancy's mother, fucking great in that episode. I think that was in that 6th episode. But fucking great moment, right? That she fucking put the oxygen tank mask into the fucking spinning fucking washing machine, right? Fucking, I don't know why I said spinny thing. I was like, I just have a fucking brain stroke there. I think I had a brain stroke or something. Holy fucking shit, I am going insane without even noticing. But yeah, great fucking moments. Mrs. Wheeler with the fucking oxygen tank in the fucking thing, and I exploded and boom. And then also the mother wants like everything to be done and all that, but sadly can't happen, right? And then in episode 8 as well, when Max finally came out of the coma and we saw Lucas and Max reunite, I started crying because it's been fucking ages she was like with him and started talking to him, and I got fucking upset and I started crying and I started like couldn't stop crying until, you know, and then boom, great fucking moments. Right? Great fucking time. I was like, here, you know what? Like, I don't know why, but every time when I watch Stranger Things, I start to cry. Some other things as well, but we forget about them. But yeah, but then when we get to Holly's perspective, she does escape, right? She does. She goes from the upside down, not like it's the abyss, like, you know, and all that. So basically, Holly comes down. You think she's there, she thinks she's in the upside down, but then the guys come back, go to the upside down, they start talking to Nancy, and then Nancy's like upset, and then they're wondering why is she upset. Then we notice that fucking Holly came down, right? She just was floating, wee, right? Wee, right? And then boom, fucking she gets sucked back up into the air, right? And then it was fucking Vecna the whole time, and fuck you, Vecna. But they were that close together, right? And then boom, basically Vecna, well, Mr. Watsit, we should call him because that's his name. I fucking hate it. I'm gonna call him Mr. Watsit because, you know, there's very stupid people there, very stupid kids. I'm just going to say that because they are stupid kids and they're like, ooh, Mr. Watsit and all this. Ooh, I like you, Mr. Watsit. Ooh, I like you this. Ooh. Right? I don't fucking care. Right? Listen. Right? I don't care if it's Mr. Well, I might die, but Mr. Watsit, fuck you. Right? I don't like it that the kids are like, we will fucking do everything. And I don't like it that dipshit Derek, I'm going to call him dipshit Derek from now on because of this fucking thing, right? Holly says, come on guys, I'm telling the truth. And then she goes to dipshit Derek and she goes like, he starts to fucking remember that fucking when he got caught by Mr. Watson and all that, right? And then goes like, if you fucking go and do something bad, I'm gonna kill your dad, I'm gonna kill your mom, and then I'm gonna kill your fucking bitch of a sister, right? To me, Derek, he's only saying that to make you scared. But you have to go along and go like, oh, no, Holly, they're all true. You're wrong, right? Dipshit Derek, I'm gonna kill you. I did like you in the last in the episode 4, but now I fucking despise you. But I might like you back in the final. You never know. You never know. But yeah, like, I love this volume. Even though people hate it and all that, I love it. Oh, and also in episode 6, you get to know about this. That the whole fucking Upside Down is in a wormhole. It's all in a wormhole. There's the normal place, there's Hawkins, then there's the Upside Down, then there's the part where all the kids are like things in their fucking mouths and then something's going into their mouths and all that. There's that, right? I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is like in a fucking dimension type of shit. Very fucking, I like this, right? But then like in episode, and then on also episode 6, you see the car that Steve Harrington's car that all the gang went right in before. They basically that gets sucked into the wall on the other side, and it's just like a dimension type of thing, right? So basically, what they're going to do in the final season, I think, and what they said that they're going to do, that they need to wait until. This is Steve Harrington's idea. He does great ideas. Basically, that they have to go down. The Vecna Park area. I can't. The abyss. I think it's called the abyss. So basically, you go down until to the highest part where they can get. Go in. Then fucking go in. Try and kill Vecna, and then all the kids are gone. But this is 2 hours long. You can't do that. I don't think that's gonna happen. And by the way, that woman, Elle's sister. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna say 8. Right? I'm just gonna say 8. Right? Because I fucking despise her, and I don't like the way that she's acting. I have a feeling that she's working for Vecna, but we'll find out in the episode, because she's saying to Elle, like, here, you stay in the upside down, so then we won't get caught by the military, and we won't do anything bad, or something. Nothing bad will happen to us, right? If Elle even thinks about staying in the upside down, I'm gonna fucking go annoyed, right? But also, right? If Elle dies, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill 8, because 8 fucking done all this. Elle's sister. I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm not listening to her, because fuck her. I fucking despise her, and she's not a good person, because fuck her. But I can't wait for the fucking final. I'm gonna go. There's a lot of ideas going in my head, right? I have some ideas that I think that might happen. Some ideas might not happen. My one idea that I think is going to happen, right? That I've seen set photos and all that, right? That I think that Hopper and Mike will know what happened, but everyone else doesn't know, because I've seen set photos of Steve and Dustin and all that. Looks like that they haven't went through shit, but Hopper and Mike have. That's my feeling. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. That's just my idea. I think that might happen. I don't know. But I don't like the ideas that if it will happen, like I'm gonna hate it a little bit. That this is all Mike's dream and this is about his book. I don't like that fucking theory, because we've been through fucking 10 years, right, of them making this fucking thing, and now you're just gonna put it into a book type of way, that he made it into a book, or he made it in his own imagination. It's weird if you made your own imagination and what's the Max's brother, Billy, isn't it Billy? Is it Billy? Is it? I don't know. But it's weird if he's gonna think like, oh, I'm gonna make my mom and that Max's brother like one another and then nearly have an affair. Mike, you fucking calm down. Fucking whoa. Okay, whatever you want. A little bit weird though. But yeah, it's gonna be a great final episode. I think it's gonna be a great episode, because the fucking things, and then also the run part, right? That because of run part will didn't happen, but it did happen a little bit. They just edited the eyes and all that, but then they put parts to Vecna saying run, then it's Will, because Will can went into the hive mind, then it controlled Vecna a little bit, and then he saved Max from. I was about to say, if Max dies, I'm gonna fucking freak, but then you also think about it, she's not gonna die. But When Vecna had her, Holly was like in the corner, but she was too scared. And I get it, I'd be like that as well. Vecna had her, Max, right in the grasp, choking the shit out of her. You think she was gonna die, but then Will comes in to save the day, to come into Vecna's mind and then say, "No, bitch, I'm not letting you kill Max. Whoop! Let me break your fucking leg." Right? And then like Vecna going into back to Will like, "Get out, get out, get out, get out." And that was a great fucking moment. And the favourite moment of that scene was when Mr. Watson came, but then he changed into fucking number 1 and Henry, and then turned into Vecna. Great fucking scene. Love that that part. But yeah, final's going to be great. I think there's going to be a lot of action, a lot of scenes, a lot of great things, a lot of like you think about, if you think I want them to kill all the kids, kill the fucking kids, right? Because they pushed Holly down the fucking stairs. They did. They pushed Holly down the fucking stairs, right? I didn't like that fucking moment. And then they started fucking kicking her. And then they started fucking like making her do stuff. But I like what Holly did. Holly, you done fucking great. You fucking hit them across the head. Hit one of them across the head with a fucking thing. And good thinking. Like saying like, "Oh yeah, you are right." Make them think about like that you're like fucking with their minds. Right? And then boom! Hit you with the head with a fucking radio and then run off. Besides, she didn't run off. They just threw her down those fucking stairs, started choking her first, and then boom, fucking throw her downstairs. I didn't like that part. Yeah, I wanted the kids to fucking die. that little kid as well. I don't like that little. There was a boy kid there that I fucking despise, not the black one. I like the other one. I fucking despise. So yeah, and dipshit Derek, fuck you. But I might like you in the next episode. But yeah, can't fucking wait for the final. I want the final right fucking now. I'm the Robert De Niro meme. I want that kid dead. I want that other kid dead. I want the fucking Vecna guy dead. I want that dipshit there dead. That's what I'm like right now. But sorry for the long video, but I have to get everything off my mind right now with this episode, with this volume. But there's going to be a non-spoiler one. Luckily there'll be a non-spoiler one. So yeah, I'm going to make a video first for like, guys, don't watch this is spoilers, and then I cut into the video, right? But then with non-spoiler one, I'm just going to be normal anyway. You might have seen it, so yeah. Luckily we didn't cry over the St. Stephen's Day that Steve Harrington might die. Well, if he dies in this fucking season, this last episode, huh? Oh fuck. Well, he might not, but so yeah. But if you didn't even think about it, oh, you're gonna die. Oh Lord, he's gonna not die. He's not gonna die. What am I thinking? Okay, if you kill Will, if you kill Max, if you kill Lucas, if you kill Dustin or Steve, I'm going to die myself. Or if you kill Hopper, Joyce, fucking Robin, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. The rest, I'm gonna cry a little bit. I'm gonna get upset, but I'm not gonna be like, "You bastards." I'm gonna be like that with the others. Kill L as well, I'm gonna be depressed. And if you made 8 make a killer, I'm signing a petition to. No, I'm signing a petition to Duffer Brothers and Netflix if they kill Steve and Dustin. So you better watch out. But it's not a threat, Netflix or Duffer Brothers. I'm just saying. Or am I? But yeah, can't fucking wait for this season finale. But I don't want it to end. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be heartbreaking. That's gonna be annoying. I'm just gonna even if nothing bad happens, I'm just gonna cry and say like this is a great fucking season, great fucking final to a great fucking season, great fucking show as well. Oh, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, I'll see you soon, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great new year. And I'll see you in the new year with an episode of the final of Stranger Things. So get ready, cause I'm gonna be upset probably. I'll be on the 9th. I'm gonna take a break. Then boom, right in with you with a from the 9th or the 10th. Probably the 9th might be a sketch, or the 10th and the 10th might be the Stranger Things, or the 9th might be the Stranger Things, and the 11th or the 10th might be the sketch. So yeah, get ready, and I'll see you there, and I'll see you soon, and I'll see you later with the advent calendars, and I'll see you on the 30th and on the 31st with all of the tomorrow and Wednesday basically with the more advent calendars on the way, and then basically movies are finished. So yeah, gonna make them now, and I'll see you soon. So love you, have a great week, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye bye.